This brief overview will give you an excellent thumbnail sketch of common sense companies in the areas that they have expertise in. As you can see on the screen, that is helping some people with college solutions, veterans and senior benefits, replacing obsolete life insurance policies, final expense trusts, and the practice of elder law done by our attorneys. Now, during the next few minutes, we'll go into every one of those areas. This College Solutions program is wonderful because it allows people to help their grandchildren or great-grandchildren with college education without it coming out of pocket expenses for them. There's nothing for them really to buy, but they do get a chance to listen to you in some of the wonderful areas that you're able to help them with. And as a direct result of that, the benefit of them listening to you is you can enroll their children or grandchildren or nieces or nephew into a program that will assist in college tuition for them. Very, very interesting, and we get a huge response from people who are doing this. This slide shows what a veteran, a qualified veteran, can receive tax-free as additional income. This is very interesting because many people are turned down for this benefit just because they don't have the expertise that we supply them with. So you can imagine you showing someone that you're able to get them, a veteran or a veteran's family, or the widow of a veteran, this kind of income to help with their care. And this is all used to help with their medical expenses. Pretty significant, and it's tax-free. This slide talks about seniors, what seniors don't need. They get bombarded with all types of advertising, sales literature. They don't need that. What they need is straightforward, unbiased information. If you work at common sense companies, you will not be in the selling business, you will be in the telling business. You're going to give people factual information that is not company-centric, and they'll make a decision based on that information, and then you'll help them acquire whatever that particular benefit or protection that they're looking for is. But it will not be done with sales literature. It'll be done with information that they can clearly understand. This slide talks about protecting, extending, and preserving a person's assets. Well, protecting them is from creditors and creditors. Extending them is when you're using them for nursing home care or for in-home care or even assisted living, how to extend their assets so they don't run out of money. People are interested in this. What they're not interested in is sales pitches. What they're not interested in is brochures. What they're interested in is information, and so are their adult children. These next three slides are going to talk about an area that, quite frankly, I doubt anyone has any real experience with. It's replacing obsolete insurance policies. The three examples that we're going to give you are real bodies, real people that we have helped in the greater St. Louis area. First one is Dana Carmody. Mrs. Carmody was paying $30 a month for insurance, and she had $200,000 worth of death benefit. That's on the left-hand side of the page. She comes in for a review. Common Sense Companies does a review and found out for $4 more a month you could have $500,000 worth of insurance. This was a very simple program for Mrs. Carmody to switch over to. She could clearly see the benefits. A paltry $4 a month, $300,000 worth of more coverage, and a longer term than she had. She was excited, and the person was able to take care of her insurance for her. Mr. Subert was a businessman who had a key man insurance policy on an employee, and it was costing him over $400. He came to Common Sense Company for a review and found out he could have exactly the same coverage for over $200. The savings was $130 a month, about $1,500 a year. So it was very easy for Mr. Subert to switch. See, there was no selling involved in this. This was Mr. Subert's business expertise that said, why should I pay more for something than I have to? So what started out as one policy being replaced wound up being another one that Mr. Subert, with the money he was saving, decided to purchase on himself. This next example is one of our seniors. While we were helping our seniors with a number of other things, we found out they had $250,000 policy, and for the cash value that was inside it, they could now have $342,000. Although the lady was with the company a long time and she felt some type of loyalty, one of her sons was an accountant and said, this is a wonderful way for us to inherit the IRAs that you want to leave us, Mom. And as a result of that, this will take care of the taxes without having any increase in premium. Matter of fact, you'll not have to pay any more premiums at all, and you'll save money. So on the advice of her son, she now has stopped paying the premiums, has $92,000 more insurance. How much selling was involved in this? It was her son who actually did any selling. All we did is tell him that we could do this, and he was instantly aware that he should take advantage of this for his mother and give her that advice. This next area is final expense trust. Most people think you have to be very wealthy to have trusts. It's not so. This is a simple insurance trust that helps people qualify for Medicaid benefits and any other benefits to shield their assets from confiscation. Very, very interesting. 90% of the people believe it's a good idea to pre-plan for a funeral, yet less than 10% actually get around to doing it because there's not a simple way. We have a very simple way. We give them information and let them look at it. Then they tell you if they want to do it. And normally it takes one or two of these in the family. And occasionally there are people who will even buy them for their children.